How we doing, everybody? This is Let's Be Real with Brad. Today, we'll be talking about the newest George Clooney Netflix collaboration project, The Midnight Sky. Before we dive into this review, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so you never get to miss a new, fun, and exciting video. The Midnight Sky is undoubtedly the most boring film of 2020. And it's not even close. We have had many boring stinkers this year that was dreadful to watch, but at least some things have happened in those movies with lousy filmmaking. This movie had all the ingredients to become a fantastic, well-made science fiction film, but it is so dull and feels like nothing is happening. It drags this movie into a blunder and hurts the movie from success. With all that being said, let's get right into the review, starting with the writing. The writing is the biggest issue that lacks any emotional depth and weight to its story and characters. All the characters are written very poorly, trying to throw in backstories to many of the characters, but they are imposed and poorly executed. It doesn't feel genuine or redeeming in any sense. The story feels so hollow that it unfolds in layers as the film starts not giving you all the answers, which I respected and kept me engaged. But as the film goes on, there isn't much information that is revealed, which could be the point of the film, but I feel as though this doesn't make for an exciting movie to get sucked into. The film is also so damn boring that I wanted to fall asleep after the first 30 minutes. There was nothing to keep me engaged with the film. The film does have positive and profound message that I think is especially important, talking about the effects of pollution and how to care for the earth, but I didn't feel anything about it because the rest of the film isn't executed in an impressive, creative way. The CGI elements are inferior and looked noticeably fake, especially with the scenes in space with the ship that I didn't buy for a single second that was a real ship. I found it very distracting and annoying considering this has a $100 million budget, for crying out loud. But Brad, just because this movie's boring doesn't mean it's a bad film, right? Well, yes, you do have a good point, but it's like eating a chicken wing that has little meat on it. Eventually, when you eat whatever is there, nothing's left, and then you throw it out. Does that analogy make sense? No? Well, to each his own. Am I right? Film does have a few positives, starting with the cinematography. This is a beautiful looking film that I wish I had the pleasure of seeing in IMAX. It has this grand big budget scale that is so gorgeous to look at that it helped me not fall asleep while watching. The acting is also serviceable for the film, in which I would give it a 5 out of 10 as an average rating. George Clooney is the biggest standout as he directed and starred in the film. If his character were written better, I think he could perform better, as he has proven how great an actor he is. Just very disappointing for him. The direction from Clooney is also solid, doing his best to craft well-purposeful and meaningful shots that are spread throughout the film. The minimal action scenes in this film are decently composed that I wish we had seen more of as this film went along. Overall, my biggest takeaway from this movie is that I feel like this movie could be remade in the next 20 years and be a significantly more attractive, thoughtful, and enjoyable film that has something to say while making itself special and unique. Again, this is the most boring film of 2020 that I wouldn't waste your time seeing how boring this movie is. I'm giving this film a 3 out of 10. I'm sorry this review isn't longer, but I didn't have much to say. When your movie doesn't have any depth or anything interesting in your film, it is tough to go in depth, so yeah, skip this crap if you can. So, let me know down below in the comments section if you have seen The Midnight Sky, and if you have, what did you think of the film? As always, I will see you all in the next video.